lose.
Yeah.
We are saying the truth. When Job and children were together, what happened to them? What happened to them? What happened to them? Those children. Be prepared, brothers and sisters. Stop it. The money you have at your bank, your treasury bill, your business, and now government says all, doctor, correct me if I'm wrong, they say rent now 10% every year. Not so, sir. Doctor, answer me. Doctor, answer me. Any rent now you collect now, you for pay 10% at the end of the year. You don't go pay. Give God. Do not give God. Let me give God. In time, other ministers go come now. Other ministers, they go move we all around. Me, they know they move me again. Me don't finish done. If we don't develop this church and many other church, when the church they by itself, what thing will happen? Lay not for yourselves treasures upon the earth, where wrath and moth do corrupt, and where thieves do break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither of these things will have access. Let our hearts be the ground on which God will sow his seed. And when they yield, it will bring glory to God and blessings to us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Hello and welcome to the interview. My name is Malik Jones, and tonight, veteran broadcaster in the days of Radio Gambia is my guest, the name Joseph Gabidon, now residing in the United Kingdom, where he is retired but flies in and out of the Gambia just because of his nostalgia, love for this country. Of course, he's got his own relatives here. Joe, welcome to the interview.
Thank you very much, Malik.
Good to have you here.
Thank you. It's good to be here too.
I think the last time we spoke was on telephone.
That's right.
Now I have you right here in the studio. Joe, let us reminisce the days of Radio Gambia when it just got into broadcasting.
Yes.
This was a time of perfection in programming.
Well, maybe we were in our infant days. It was Radio Gambia, or Gambia Broadcasting was in its infancy, and the hours that you broadcast were not the same at that time. We used to open, Radio Gambia used to operate from 6 o'clock in the evening till 8 o'clock. And being the English announcer, I also did continuity, which meant I'd open the station. I mean, the station would obviously open with a call sign, and then I'd come on the air and say, this is Radio Gambia broadcasting from Banjul and all the rest of it. And then I'd read Program Parade, listing out all the programs that were to be broadcast during those 2 hours. And then obviously in between would have programs, recorded programs or interviews, whatever it was, and close the station at I think it was 8:30, and that would be it.
Very minimal time of broadcast.
That's right.
In the early days. 2 hours a day.
That's right. And in those days we had to link up with cable and wireless because we were not housed in a luxurious and beautiful building as you have now. We were housed at Marina Parade, just behind the Banjul City Council, and like I said, we were linked up with cable and wireless, because I'm not sure whether we had our own. I was not on the technical side, so I wouldn't know much about that, but I don't think we had our own transmitters until we moved to Mile 7, and if I'm going on too much, tell me.
No. Let's still stick around Marina Parade. That's just behind Gamtel now, just opposite the RVTH Children's Ward, where we now have the malaria control program, Siam. That's where they are housed right now, and that's just behind where Cable and Wireless used to be. The staff at that time?
The staff weren't very many. I worked with people like, I did English, and Mansour Njai did Wolof, and the late Lalo Samate did Mandinka. These were the three principal, we were the three principal announcers. And then of course we had a fellow called Abdullah Jallo, he did Fuller. Can't remember. I know when we moved to Mile 7, we had people like Aliou Dabo, we had late Sehu Biai, and the operators then were Sadio Mane, Keba Diba, what's this other guy's name? Sehu Jallo, Matar Nyang. These were the...
the technicians?
Yeah, the operators, yeah, the technicians.
You were still under the tutelage of the white people then? Gambia wasn't independent? 1960s, that was the time Gambia Radio,
that's right.
Radio Gambia started to broadcast?
That's right.
Good.
And in 65, as a matter of fact, I gave commentary at McCarthy Square when the Union Jack, or the Union flag as it's called in England, when it was being lowered and the Gambian national flag was being hoisted. I gave commentary with the late Sam Silla at McCarthy Square. That was on the 18th of February 1965.
Now, let us look at the move from Marina Parade to the present location, which was opened in 1975, if I could remember, by Major General Yakubu Gowon. How was the transition like from Marina Parade to Mile 7?
It wasn't that difficult because we just sort of moved ourselves over there. Everything was already...
You had transmitters now?
That's right, and everything was in place. And I'm proud and fortunate to say that I was the first Gambian to go on the air at Mile 7.
Now, then you had contemporaries now. Here was the cream of broadcasters, the Randy Klein Thomas, the Joy Cokers came in.
That's right.
Good.
When we moved over to Mile 7, the Mile 7 studios, Ransford Klein Thomas was then just finishing Gambia High School, where he had probably finished anyway. And I was asked if I could get somebody else to come in. And I asked him if he would like to do it, because he used to do a program with Joy Coker called Listener's Choice. And Joy, I think, had her own program called, I think it was called Better Have Companion's Choice, something to that effect. But for my role, I did mostly interviews. In fact, I had my own program called People in the News. And the intro was People in the News, a program in which Joseph Gabidon meets and talks to people in the news, that kind of thing. So I did that kind of thing, interviews. the news, of course.